I hope everyone um is doing well on this Thursday today. Um my day's been going pretty good and my day was good. Um oh, all I did today was I relaxed at home. Um I went over to a neighbor's house of mine to let their dogs out and also made sure all the because they have two dogs and one cat, and so I wanted to make sure that they're all three were accounted for and doing good like they're supposed to. And so when I did that for a good little bit, they were good. I had to do like twice a day, but tomorrow's the last day that I do it, thankfully, and then I'm off until I am needed again, which is nice. And so, um, yeah. But anyway, if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber or moderator, welcome back. Um, I love seeing all new and returning subscribers. Sorry guys, I had to lock you guys up on that one. Cause I had to sneeze. But mm, anyway, excuse me. Hey allergies, but they gotta do what they gotta do. And plus, I took a Zyrtec this morning that I know of, and so I can't really take anything else allergy based until tomorrow, which is great. Oh wait, that's great. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to get something down my throat just to loosen everything up. Anyway, um, but yeah, if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber or a moderator who's been here before, welcome back. Also, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe button and hit the notification bell down below and set it to all notifications so you get all the latest updates on here from when I go live to when I post and more that you don't want to miss. And excuse some of my hair, by the way, y'all. I got out of the shower not that long ago, so um and I'm also letting my bangs dry too, and that's y'all, this is the only way I can get my bangs to. And y'all, I do this just for my safety, just so that way water doesn't try to drip going down to me though. Um, Ariel, I can tell you're new, so welcome. How are you doing? And so, um, yeah, but that's what I do, y'all, is usually drive my bangs to the right because that's the way it wants to part. Just so that way I can, um, that way I can actually let it, dry without it going into my face, but also let it dry, well, let it not drip and go down my balls, for safety. It's important because, I don't want that to happen to me. But y'all, I love my bangs because, aka, some of you, for a little fun fact about me, I had bangs when I was growing up a little bit for some parts of my childhood. Um, and I forgot when they were cut off and all that when I was younger for some reason. And at some point in middle school, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring them back because I used to have when I was a lot younger. And sometimes it's good to bring some part of your childhood. It doesn't have to be how you wore your hair or something like that. It can be anything. Whether you wore something similar to a picture, you can buy something similar. Or maybe the color, but maybe something different. And kind of, or just, or something that was based on your childhood, just to reflect on it. And so, hang on, let me look through the chat too. So, um, what? I'm not gonna answer that question. Classy, I think you're new, so welcome. Let me, here now. Um, things look decent, on point. Thanks. Person, I'm only 20. I will tell you that. I'll just say that right now. I am not Lillian old lady. I'll just say that off the bat. Um, yeah, and for those of you who are new to me, yes, I'm 20. Don't think I look way older or way younger than the heck I do. It's only looking like that because my bangs are drying right now. But when they get dry, a little bit dry enough, then they're gonna go back into how they were, which is just straight, like normal. I like the shirt. Thanks. It's actually a pajama dress. It's just the way I'm sitting makes it look like a shirt. But I know it's so funny, you guys. I still wear. I think what's kind of funny is this is now the second like Christmas pajama dress stuff I have. But y'all, it's so funny. I still wear my Christmas beauties, like these ones, still all year. But y'all, the thing. I mean, y'all, and plus, let me say this too. And also, there's pink in this one, so it's not really fully technically. But also this green, I'll tell you, this green is not like a typical dark green. It's kind of like I don't know. I feel like I would see. I think it's I don't know. Like it's like a dark green, like it is dark green, but the way I think the tone of it's like I think almost like a super dark, almost like teal green, like super dark. That's the best way to put it. I feel like I've seen this tone of green before. I feel like, but I don't know how to picture it. But that's just what it is, though. But yeah, but yeah. So, um, but yeah, I know. Um, anyway, that's what's happening there, though. But yeah. And so y'all feel free to be liking the live if you haven't already. But if you have, do not listen to me on that end and all the things. But right now we're just hanging out at the moment. So, um, my end call? No. What the heck of a question is that? End call is kind of a crazy question. Um, but yeah, let me, and also I will go ahead and bring this up while I'm at it. Please be sure you guys are asking appropriate questions and not inappropriate ones. That would be thankful for everyone's safety purposes because I care about everyone's safety on here and I care about mine too. You know? Because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm 20 years old and you never know what anyone on here is going through. So just definitely for everyone's safety and even mine, please be sure you guys are asking appropriate stuff and not flipping the questions around. That's just all. I just care about everyone and I'm not trying to harm people this way. It's just, I don't want people getting hurt or just someone to see the question somebody asked me and think, oh, and they might relate to it themselves. And they're getting trauma hitting to themselves or something hitting with it. And it's like, oh gosh, that person just asked for this makes me think about when I had to deal with this. So I just care about everyone's safety. Hey there. I can tell that you're new, so welcome. But I am kind of sweating at the moment, but that's because I literally was in the shower. And yeah, for those of you that want to know, I take off showers. And so, um, Just kind of let myself dry a little bit and all that. But um, allergies make me crazy. Anyway, but a little get to know me for all of my new incoming subscribers. I'm Sunset Queen on YouTube. I am 20 years old and I live in the US. I'm only 5'3" in height. Um, my zodiac sign is a Libra. My birthday is October 1st. And I have been doing content on here for about almost 6 years at this point. Just crazy to believe. Because I need to look at, I think it said May something on my info from when I have started. But I need to look and see later. But I know it's May something because I did see it, but I just really forgot. Because also something about me too is I do have a learning disability. So if some of you ask me a question that I'm trying to understand what you're asking me, or I'm having a hard time pronouncing something in the chat or anything like that, feel free to let me know and help me out the other way too, because some of us with learning disabilities will take a few minutes just to understand it right away. Like I don't like there's not gonna be a whole lot of things I will be able to understand right away. But um but if some of you guys do address it to me or maybe ask something similar to that question but in an easier method, then that would help me out too. Just to kind of make it a little easier for everybody to get to know me, but also, you know, that's also how we get to know each other on here is understanding each other and learning from everyone. Hey there, Sam. I can tell you're new, so welcome. We're getting a lot of new incoming subscribers. That's awesome. Um, and I love that we get a lot of new incoming subscribers on here. So a big shout out to those of you who've came in so far. I do really appreciate it because it's not about how many people I have on this community platform. It's just about coming together as a community and just helping out and grow. Because a community is not gonna be a community without growth, right? And so, um, because you can't just have a community where you have only 6 people, you know, that's not gonna be enough. A community has to have like hundreds or thousands of us. So, for example, look for some of you that are new here, you can look at my amount right now. That's what a community is. For It's where all of us come together and work together. Like y'all have worked together to get me to where my subscriber count is literally in the thousands. Like y'all should be proud of yourselves. I will say that right now for those of you in here that have been helping out and even helping pitching in. Whether it also can be whether if you've shared the live to maybe a friend or someone that you might know that might be interested, and that's also one way to do it too. And just you know, it's amazing, and you guys are awesome. So don't ever think you guys ever feel like you know exactly. Yeah, and only to for example, you guys, I will let me say this. Sam, you actually brought a good point, how you referred that to me actually. Cause let me say this, y'all. I'm gonna say this as an example. Actually, the way I'm gonna say this is gonna refer to it. For any of my Christian people in this chat, Have you guys ever have heard of the movie called Overcomer? So, at first, it talks about a basketball coach coaching his basketball team, but then later on finds out that he instead is gonna end up having to move from his old job into a from him being a basketball coach to a track coach. And y'all, little do you know, when he looks at his roster and finds out, but also he looks at the people who came to tryouts, only one girl showed up. Only one, which her name was Hannah Scott. And y'all, let me say this. In the Bible, there are parts in the Bible where it says he is one. You can only have one. Like, there's gonna be points where God puts one or first to it. Like, y'all, put God first is always a thing in the Bible. You only need one person to do this. You don't need 2,000. You don't need 100. You only need one person that gets it, you know? And even in this movie, you they only needed one member, one track mate to step in. Because in the Bible, even that's one thing too. In the Bible literally says he is the only one that will ever be the number one first thing we do. Like an example, he is the first thing we talk to, pray to, and write about too. Because y'all, let me just say this, we're all going through a season of something right now, whether if it's pain, whether if it's trying to get a job, whether if it's us trying to adapt to a new schedule, whether if it's us trying to get bills paid, whether if it's us trying to figure things out. And we're trying to think, where does God want us right now? You know? He's the only one who knows the plans for you. He's the only one that knows you. He's the only God. One God, not two, not three, not 100. One God only. He's won everything. Even though the Bible also says, but also the Bible does say he is three in one. So he's Jesus, God, and Holy Spirit all in one person himself. And even in that movie, it just makes me think about your exact example there, Sam. You maybe just have a good point to that. And, for the 20 years I've lived on this earth, I have learned so much just from not just my parents, but just the Lord Himself, but also others around me, and helping me understand certain things and how it's supposed to be done and how we look at things. Like some of you who weren't, for a lot of you guys are new here right now, but for some of you that haven't heard, um, a most recent update I did give around, a few days back. Um, I found out, um, Friday, this last Friday, which was May 1st. Um, one of the things I've been doing is called Texas Workforce, and it's a program in my state where young adults and even teens with a learning disability can um they can help them get a job and help them get the skills and the right steps to get a job. And y'all, for some of you that haven't followed me that long, um, ever since I was 16, I was applying to places like head to toe. Like I was doing what we all would do. I would see a place, I'm like, let me apply to this place, see what happens, and then just keep trying the most amount I can until I hit my end until I hit my point. And y'all, I did that for 4 years until I was about like a little after 19. So a little half of last year going into this year. And I remembered I only went into two interviews only, but within two different age gaps. So when I was 19 and 18, I went into the interviewing process. And for those of you that want to know places, when I was 18, I went in for an interview at a place over here called Spring Market, which is a grocery. It's a small grocery store and all that. And then I feel like it went well, but then of course management ghosts me and that tells me, okay, moving on. Fast forward a year later, I applied to um Cinemark, and a neighbor told me that her husband, I guess, knew the manager and put in a good word on me. And so they put in a good offer, which is what any good person would do to give you a sense. Um, and so I think it was the next day or two, I get word through an email saying that I'm going into the interviewing process, and I was so excited. I'm like, Lord, let this happen. And I feel like everything went well, but the next day, of course, again, it did to me. And I didn't get the job, but at the same time, though, y'all, I was very devastated. Like, y'all should have seen me that day. I was hoping something would have happened in that instinct, but, God has a plan no matter what happens. Um, and so at that point, I'm like, you know what? At that point, I couldn't do it no more on my own. I could not physically and mentally do it by myself anymore. I've tried for so long, and y'all can see where it got me at those points. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get help and all that. And y'all, it's good to get help when you know you need it after trying, because the most important thing that matters is you tried. You tried your best, your hardest, and everything in your own power to see if something would happen, and it didn't. And so that's when we know, okay, next step is to get help and see if they can help us get there. And y'all, let me say this. I am so proud of myself to say that this last Friday, as of tomorrow, will be officially a week ago that I found out that I got, because this last Friday I went into what was called a job experience, where I go into a place that I select, and I go for a good little bit to maybe a week or so, or a couple weeks, just depending. And I get kind of a idea of the place and do some stuff around there. And then you will at some point, if let's say maybe you like it, you think about going through the steps. And y'all, for me, I I literally I literally found out, y'all, that that Friday, May 1st, I found out I got the job on the spot. Like, and how I knew this was because my employment specialist, not a job coach, but an employment specialist that works for an agency program that also does, it's the same thing as Texas Workforce, but they work with Texas Workforce, and they're the ones that actually communicate to your counselors that's on your case and all that. And so little did I know he was talking with my mom on how it went and how all of it went and stuff like that. And then I kind of have heard some of it, but I'm like, I couldn't fully process it straight. And literally, he told my mom that I straight up got the job. But then I'm like, I had to have my mom help me to rephrase what I was hearing, because I kind of heard a little bit of it, but not everything. But y'all, when my mom repeated that at me that I got the job that day, y'all, y'all should have seen my reaction. After 4 years of failed attempts, and in those points, I was thrown to the freaking curb, aka like I feel like I was thrown into the dead end of a road at that point. Y'all, it was almost as if in those moments God literally just answered my prayers. Literally just answered the prayer I've hoped would get answered for 4 years, aka from the moment I was 16, and now I'm 20. So literally, y'all, praise God. Praise God for just, oh, it happening to me. So right now, the next step I'm waiting on to do is I have to get paperwork to fill out, um, in order for me to start soon and all that. And so, and for those of you that wonder how long am I working and what hours I'm working at, I am working, as of right now, I'm only working 2 day, 2 days a week for 5 hours. So from nine to 1 p.m. So the best part is I literally get 5 days off. So literally I get um Tuesday. Wait, if I do the math fully, I get Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I work Monday, Wednesday. And plus Sunday we already are all gonna be off because they close on Sunday. But other than that, I literally get like 5 days off right now, which is crazy cool. But it also is pretty cool to say that. And so, hoping in a couple weeks is when I can start. And I will say this, the best part is I'm still able to do content still with you guys. So don't worry, I'm not cutting you guys off completely. I'll still be able to post stuff and I'll still be able to go live with you guys every other day like I would and all that and just continue, you know? And so, and then you guys, something, actually, let me look at my chat before I continue with something crazier. Let me look at my chat and see what's been said. Um, oh goodness. Oh, shoot, I was trying to look through someone's comment. Where has your 20 point been? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Um, got a partner. I only need him. I don't need loads of people to get into my relationship. Hey there, Chloe. I see that you're on here. Um, I'm doing good. How about you? Can I be a moderator to help your channel yet? Um, Chloe, Chloe, remind me your age real quick, because I do have an age restriction for mods. Um, and all that. Um, but yeah. And then also, okay, yeah, I can put you as a mod, but I only will be able to put you as a standard mod, but then when you turn 16, I'll put you as a, managing mod. So you'll only do only a couple parts of what mods do, but not like everything completely. But then, yeah, but then whenever you turn 16, I'll be able to take you off that and put you as a full managing mod at that point. Just for safety good measures. And it gives you a little bit of experience too. Um, let me see what else I said here. So give me just a second. Very, very lovely person. Oh, thank you so much. I very appreciate it. Yeah, so Chloe, what you need to do is go onto my channel and you will see a post that that will basically will say um that will have a link to it, um and it will say for my standard, it will say standard mods ages 13 to 15. But you know what, I might hell, let me pull it up too though, actually, because um there's two different ones, because one's for my 16 plus moderators and the other one's for my 13 to 15-year-old mods, aka my beginner moderators. Like you're a like last year beginner. So hang on, let me pull it off it up real quick. So give me just a second. Oh, you done it? Okay, let me look at it real quick. So that way I can check it off, make sure that we're good. Because I also do check it off just to make sure that we're good to go. That way I can put you in there. So give me a second. So, okay, so give me a second. Let me just pull it up real quick. And then I'll be able to check it off. Meaning I'll be able to mark it down. So that way I know that we're in the clear, you know? So give me a second. Let me pull it up. Yeah, because like it says, there'll be a link on top, and then for my my standard mods who are ages 13 to 15, it will say below it, for everyone 13 to 15 at age for mods. So that's only if you're within that age window. But if you aren't, there's a separate one that's a few parts down. Then you know. Anyway, man, there's so many corners I need to. So give me a second. Let me hang on. Just checking something real quick. So give me just a moment. But for those of you who are in here, official, I see you're new. So welcome. And hopefully, I'm gonna pull my things out now because they're getting a little bit longer. So give me a second. And yes, you guys, I've got banks for those of you that do wonder that. For those of you that are coming in here, I just had them to the side because they're, I mean, they're a little wet, but they're not as wet as they were. Um, these bangs are gonna. Oh yeah, see that's what I mean. You know, I'll give these a few more minutes actually before I put them fully because they need a little. They need to be dried just a little bit more. But so give me a second. What's up? Oh, we're just hanging out. But yeah, of course. But yeah, let me just. Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna check out just to make sure that we're clear. I'm not saying, you know. And plus, let me say this, I am so thankful to one of my previous mods for bringing that idea to my attention, for because that's now the new method that I do for clarifying mods, is making sure that they there we go. Good. Seems like running good. Hang on. Pretty much good here. Okay, I think we're good so far, I think. If we're looking at this straight. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and punch them in real quick, Chloe. So, all right, Chloe, welcome to the mods. So there we go. And oh, this is gonna be so helpful, especially for when we get certain people that just acts like a dang fool, you know? It's gonna help me out a bunch. Cause y'all, let me say this. I don't wanna have to be somebody who's playing security every 20 minutes sometimes. Or even every now and then and all that, you know? And mods help me out a bunch. Because I told a lot of my returning people this, but my only job on here should only have to be is answering questions and chatting with you guys and not having to act like a security guard, you know? And so, hey, I'm just fixing some of this. But yeah, because that should not have to be my only job I do on here. But of course, um, but you guys, y'all can ask questions down below. Okay, it's gonna take a while for us to. And yeah, you guys, my hair's wet because I was in the shower earlier. So that's, for example, that's why my bangs are onto the side. And yeah, yeah, the only time you guys are going to ever see my bangs like that is if I got out of the shower or if I'm sweating or if I'm sweating bullets. And that's it. All the things. But I'm doing good. How about you, Chloe? Hopefully you're doing well too. Oh, and something I was going to bring up a few minutes ago that when I was on my last topic, um, and so to kind of continue from what I was saying earlier, that's good. Um, was so fast something a crazy coincidence, y'all, was about 3 days after I found out I got my job last Friday almost. My boyfriend found out Monday that he literally found out straight up on Monday that he um officially that he also got hired as well. So we both officially got hired within 3 days of each other. But the difference was I found out on a Friday, he found out on a Monday. And then the only difference right now is he actually started yesterday. And it seemed like for him it went well. Um and yeah, right. Here's the crazy part right now is in order. He's actually starting. Like he's the first one that started. But it's really right now it's because I'm still trying to wait to get all the paperwork I need to fill out. And that's taken a bit to get in. And I'm not in a big rush to y'all. I'm not trying to hurry the process or anything, but I am pretty excited for when I do start though. Pretty soon. But and y'all, let me say that for those of you that want to know where he's working, um, he is working at Walmart in his area, so like 2 hours away from me. And y'all, let me say something. This man is literally straight up working more hours and more days than me, which is crazy. I mean he does have off days too like I do, but kind of so far from what I'm looking at like the current half of his schedule. Like here's a current half from what I've seen is yesterday was his first day. Today he was off and then he works tomorrow. And then I think the next off day I saw was Sunday. Um, and for those of you that want to know hours, his are his are in the evening, so his can range. Um, like there's some points where he's working. I need to look and see, but there's some days where he's working till um like 8. I need to look, but his are like evening hours to almost night, not fully overnight, but like maybe beginning overnight hours, which are wild. But it's not like extremely late where it's like, I mean, and let me say this, I'm surprised he's working a lot hour. Like I'm surprised he's actually working a lot of hours, even though Walmart is a good um, company to work for and all that. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, you're working more hours and more days than me. That's crazy. Um, because when I start working, I'll be working for right now, at least, I'll be working 2 days a week for about 5 hours, and his hours all vary from like 4 to 7 hours. So a couple of his hours kind of are in my range a little bit. So he's kind of within my range, but just a little over for some of the, but it depends on the day he's working too. Because each day he does work, it's different. But also he and I got to um chat today, and that went well. And he right now has a job coach with him just for the first little bit, and plus he and I both been doing the same program. Just so that way, if he had questions about how to understand something or what to do, then then um he has a job coach that's with him and that will know a little bit, but also help him with tips and all of that he might need. And I'm glad and it also does the same for me as well. Like I'll have a job coach on hand when I start. And for those of you that want to know and if those of you also wondering where I'm working at a place called Athens Thrift. It's a thrift store in my area. And so I'm actually excited about this, actually. Because y'all, I've in my head I've never been inside of a thrift store until that Friday because I got there a good couple minutes early. Like early enough to where it wouldn't be so late, but early enough where I'm on time. And so while I was waiting for my employment specialist to get there, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna poke around for a little bit in the meantime just to kill time. And y'all, I'm glad I did because then it gave me a little bit of a layout idea in my head. I'm like, okay, this is what I'll be walking into every day at that point. And y'all, and the best description of this place, y'all, at first from the outside, it'll look like a small, medium-sized place at first, but y'all, when you get inside here, it's kind of like if you walk into a Walmart. It's it's the best way to say it. It's kind of like if you walk into Walmart. It's like some Walmarts are medium sized, some are bigger, but some are small. And it's like, bam. Like, y'all, this place has like so many different areas that have so many cool things on it. Like, y'all, at this place, they have like clothes, like adult clothes, teen clothes, all clothes for all people. Kids' clothes, baby toys, kids' toys, shoes, um, furniture pieces to think, like bed frames, um, pieces of furniture, nice furniture, not too much furniture, but good enough furniture around, house decorations, like little decorations you can display if you wanted to, um, books, and even kids' books too, but it has a bunch of things there, and even games too. Like it has a lot of things there that you can think of in your head. And y'all, when I walked through some of the areas in there, I am like, whoa, this is crazy. I did not expect me to, but also in my head, I'm like, no kidding why my mom likes going there. Because, fun fact, my mom literally shops there like crazy occasionally because she's one of those that sells stuff. She puts things on eBay, and so some of the things she's gotten that she's done had went that sometimes go through there, which is funny to think about. And so it's wild. Can't believe it, y'all. But okay, I'm gonna not look at that person because that is just a weird statement. Anyway, I'm moving forward. But anyway, um, but yeah, it's like the craziest thing ever. And so, and also, y'all, for those of you that, and also kind of the hour difference too, is if y'all were to do the math here, um, my boyfriend and I's, both of our shifts, kind of what it looks like is he works the evening shift, I work the morning shift, morning to at least beginning out to like morning through beginning afternoon shift. But it's not till 9 o'clock. It's not like I'm not working at like 7 or 6. I will say that. And I'll just say that now. I'll say it's, I like 9 than it being the crack of dawn type early. Cause y'all, I'm not a morning person whatsoever. Like I am not. I don't know who in my chat is who I don't know who in my chat are not morning people in here. But I am literally not a morning person whatsoever. So if y'all were to ever ask me that question, I am not, hands down. But I am literally a day night owl. Like I like staying up half the time until like 2 in the morning. But yeah. And so it's one of those crazies. And so, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah. And also for those of you that do ask what both my boyfriend and I's work uniforms and attire looks like and what that is, luckily with both of ours is like the attire that we are required that we are able to wear is like the exact same, which I like. Um, and if you're wondering by that, my attire is acute, is like the best description will put it if I instead of saying the actual word. Um, both of our uniform attire is comfy, cute, casual. So, meaning anything from t-shirts, shorts, pants, tennis shoes, um, all that. So let me say this, it's kind of nice that I don't really have a full uniform, but at the same time, then it's gonna sort of make it a slight difficult to pick what the heck I'm gonna wear to work half of the days, you know? But I mean, let me say this, I'm kind of glad it's more comfortable attire than me having to pull a whole lot out of here. Because then, if I were to pull stuff out of here, that would take me ages just to figure out. Because, yeah, that's my brain and my mental state. And, um, and hopefully tomorrow's plan at some point, hopefully I can try to get into, go by Walmart and look for a couple of cute, just a couple of cute tops and to at least try to see if I can find a few tops add, to add into all that as well. And then we can like he and the nieces were, and all that. And so, and yeah, so that's literally what it looks like is. But my boyfriend, he has these um, like good, like slip, good shoes that he wears, that uniform shoes that he wears, which is hot. I'll say that. Um, that he does wear when he's working. And y'all, you know what? You know what? I do need to show you guys what I'll have to show you guys what he looked like day one, which this was literally from yesterday. So hey, let me show you guys, which I am still getting over how hot he is in it. But um yeah. So um but this is what he looks like though. Sorry, my thing paused because a friend was calling me. Which he was wearing a black um dress up shirt, a black dress shirt, and then he was wearing black jeans and black shoes, which are the ones that he wears in his uniform. And then black jeans, and then with his shoes right here. And that's one of his dogs up front, by the way. Which she's so cute though. And then I'll show you, and then let me show you guys also another photo too that also kind of is relating to it. But hang on. But look, and then he's off today, but look, y'all, look. I'm still getting over this photo. Like this is like the cutest photo of him, but the hottest photo as well. But it's him with his Walmart name, little badge. How cool is that? Because his aunt was made a little post on him, and I this was the photo that was used to be on. Look at how hot he is. Oh my god. I'm just one proud girlfriend of this man. I'm not gonna lie. But literally, legit. I can't believe it, y'all. Like, I'm one lucky proud girlfriend of this guy. Right there. And for those of you that are new here, we've been together for about 2.5 years. And y'all, within the 2.5 years we've been dating, there's not been one day where I've not been proud of him. Honestly. Because anything he does, I feel proud every day. And just, I just feel proud every day knowing that I can trust him to not cheat, to not disrespect me, not to, um, but, also, I can trust him to not betray me or anything like that. Because with him, I feel like his and I's relationship, I really can feel myself actually settling for the best, but also I can feel myself like actually just remaining calm and chill and knowing that he's the one and God knew this was the person that I needed. And y'all, even that second photo I showed you guys just then, I now have that photo as my lock screen now, just to kind of give me a little, y'all. And even when I saw that photo from that, just kind of motivated me a little bit, just kind of gave me a little motivation of myself coming up. And so, honestly, y'all, whenever, let's just say if I was having a hard day at work or stressed, or if I was just stressed on that day or something, then I can look at that at points and know that I have an amazing partner who loves me, and I also have an amazing partner who also is a worker like me, and that he's been there since day one. But yeah. And so, why do you care about why do you care a lot about frogs? Okay, that part of the question, that's a weird question statement the way you're framing that, so I'm just gonna skip that fully, because my brain will not know how to answer you, so we're gonna move forward, alright? But yeah, like I literally am so proud to call him mine every day. And for those of you who are basically new to me, um, his name is AJ. His real name's Alan, but which is Allen spelled. But his nickname, not all of his friends call him by his nickname, but I do. Alright, and plus I just like AJ on him better than his actual legal. He's he's kind of like me. I don't reveal my actual legal, but um, I'm that person too, where I don't like using my legal and my actual legal, and I don't know. Some names are okay. I feel like you can use, but it's just your own gut and how you feel about it. And plus, you can pick and choose to come up with the nickname around your name, or because there's some names that you can like. There's names that literally, like for example, let's say someone's name is Joshua, they can call him Josh for short, you know? Or if someone's name is oh, what's like a classic one that I can use in my head? Oh, there's too many good names. What else have I used names I've heard that can be? Um, or yeah, like you can really use any name, honestly. Though, like that's just a good name example right there that you can use. Or if um let's say maybe your name is Emily or something, and maybe you can call yourself maybe Emmy for short. You can just come up with maybe something similar. Or if you want to like collaborate a little bit with some of your name, whether it's parts of your name, but then add a little bit of like your middle name or something. Not full of it, but like part of it. Stuff like that. Then you can or just call yourself something, and it's just a name, it's not like anything crazy and all that. And also it's just, it's fun too. Anyway, um, Leah, how are you doing? And also, hey there, I can tell that you're new. So welcome as well. And look, you even got 2 months my chat. And so, um, yeah, that's right. But yeah, but y'all, I am just one proud girlfriend of my man, I'll tell you that. Because he literally for those of you that weren't here when I did bring a little bit of this up, but some news about him to give some of you guys an update that are just coming in. Let's just say let's just say both of our jobs literally are within 3 days of each other. So let's just say that Monday he found out that he got hired on Monday at let's say he literally got hired on Monday. Um and then like and then he started literally yesterday. Like he found out Monday, but then he didn't start till yesterday. And so this is just it's crazy to believe it that we both I honestly can't believe it though. Like we both found out that we both got hired with our jobs within 3 days of each other. AK I found out on May 1st, aka last Friday, about to be this Friday. Like this Friday will be officially a week that I found out. And then And then after that, AJ found out just Monday. And y'all, I'm just so proud of him. Like, it's incredible. And all the things. And so, um, yeah. I'm just one proud girlfriend of him. I'll tell you that. But and if those of you who are just coming in, or if you have not heard me say it, if you guys are wondering who's working the longest, it's him who's working the longest. Cause y'all, his hours are like crazy back to back. Like, I mean, he does have off days. I'll say it. He's like, we both have off days. I have a lot, but and again, if those of you wondering who the heck is off first, um, who Lily has the most off days, it's me. Because for me, I'll only be working as of right now 2 days a week for 5 hours. So from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. are my hours. And his hours are so different. Like his hours, y'all, his varies from like 4 to 7 hours. And his are and then to say shift um stats. I'm the morning shift going into the start of the afternoon shift, and then he is the evening shift, which is crazy. So he works in the evenings, I work in the mornings, going into the start of the afternoon. So, um, like for example, he was off today, for example, and then he goes back tomorrow and Saturday, and then he's off on Sunday and all that. So there's some days where he works and then he's off and then it kind of repeats so far. But yeah. Um English is hard, but it can be learned though through. Yep. There's a lot of ways you can learn languages, like Duolingo or have other people help you out or just any app, you know, which I get it and all that. And Leah, to answer your question, I ate chicken tenders today, blueberry muffin this morning, I think. Yeah, and all that, which is one of my usuals too. To answer your question from a few minutes ago, and all that. And, that's a cool name there. Yes, they're the bomb. Like, so good. Like, they're one of my favorites. I will tell you that. But, so good. And all that. And so, Kenneth, I can see you're new, I think. So welcome. Yeah, we're getting a lot of new people, which is amazing. So big shout out to those of you who are just coming in. Because you guys rock. Which is awesome. So it's a lot of credit goes out to you guys. And all that. And so, but yeah, I really can't believe though that me and my boyfriend are a working couple, but we work different jobs. And just, yo, God is good like that. Like, I didn't think I would be, like, I honestly, for me, didn't think that after 4 years of waiting for this day to happen, it came. And, um, Leah, to answer your question, no, I don't. It's because of my sensory issues and all that. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. But, yeah, that's really cool, Kenneth. That's awesome. But, yeah, I mean, it's incredible, you guys. Like, I'm just proud of him and I'm proud of myself, honestly. Like, the both of us I'm proud of, because even, y'all, even I didn't think, I didn't think I mean, I knew at some point it would happen to me, but I didn't think that last Friday I would go into my first day of my job experience knowing that I was gonna get hired on the spot, like directly on the spot, first thing. And it was very shocking because it was right after that was when I found out and all that. And so, thanks. Thanks. And yeah, Leah, if you haven't just heard, we are both are now officially our workers now. We're officially AKA working couple now. Um, and let me just say this. My boyfriend is lucky. For him it only took two places for him to get through. I'll just say this. He is lucky. AJ should be like the lucky one that it only took two places just to get him to where he's at now. Unlike me, it took me 4 years. Four. AK from when I was 16 years old to now to get to where I needed to be. But y'all, I'm not competing us two. Just so you know, I'm not competing with. We're like, I'm just telling you guys our stats. But it's crazy, y'all. But y'all, in the long run, there was a there definitely was a good purpose behind that because it was kind of like God just almost was directing me to that point. And I've got faith in me that literally from the progress I've done, I knew I was in the right spot. I knew it was. Parts of me want to just think other things and just believe other stuff, but that's getting a job is kind of is hard out here these days. But you just have to have faith in yourself and just know that God's working in you the best He will and for His will only, but also He's working through other people too to get them there as well because it's not easy. It really isn't. So for anyone who's thinking, "Oh, getting a job is so easy," think that again. Just think that again, because you know we all can think, I don't know how people make it look easy when really it's difficult to get to where they used to be. And so, yeah, and all that. Mhm. But yeah, that's good. I am happy about you. Oh, thanks, Leah. I appreciate it. And you get your own money, get to do what you want with it. Exactly. Actually, yeah. Like I am so excited. Yeah. So like right now, hope hopefully, knock on wood, in a couple weeks. This is just a guessing prediction. Is hopefully in a couple weeks is when I can start. Because for me right now, it's just waiting to get all of the big lots of paperwork back to start, so that way I can fill it out and then I can actually get paid. Because that's the only way that I'll be able to get paid, but also the way that I can like start my request to. But also, that's only the only way I can request to start pretty soon is doing all that. And so, um, but yeah, y'all, I am just so thrilled and just excited to see where this next journey takes me. But also, I'm just excited just to actually see what it looks like behind the scenes and all the things. But yeah, um, um, well, ki- I wish we could, but I mean, both our jobs, we both work in our area, but With his, we'll have to see. Cause I mean, we might be able to occasionally see each other sometimes here and there, kind of like how it is right now. But um, yeah. But and also the best part is we're still able to talk on some days that he's off and all that. So that's the one best part. Um, I just described it's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? All right. Happy birthday to you. You are gonna get a shout out from me. I'm just gonna call you Nick for short because I'm not trying to say it fully because it sounds like what I feel like I can hear. I'll just say that. Hopefully your day has been well and all that. And so, and also to show you guys the photo, the couple of photos again, for those of you that were just not here that long ago. So this was him on day one. So this was AK yesterday. He was in a nice black dress shirt with black jeans and black shoes that he was wearing, which are nice shoes, which he was looking smoking hot. And then something really cool was look, this is him today, but this was an off day for him. But y'all look at this. That's him with his name badge. Okay, I really want to scream so bad, but I'm not trying to because of the crazy time of night it is. But look at him, you guys. I am one stinking proud girlfriend of him right now. Like like when I originally I saw a post because his aunt posted this photo of him. And fun fact, you guys, I actually have this photo of him as my lock screen right now. Like I changed that literally today. And for anyone who's new here that wants to know a little bit about the both of us generally, he is 19, I'm 20, I'm almost 21, he's almost 20. And birthdays, his is in a month on June 27th. I'm 5 months away on October 1st, and I turned 21, aka the big 2-1. I can't believe that, y'all. I can't even think that right now, like 21. How the heck? And so, um, yeah, it's crazy. Um, but yeah, like I said, he found out Monday. I found out on a Friday. I was the first one. Like, if you asked who was the first one who found out what on our jobs, it was me. Like, I found out this last Friday, May 1st, and then he found out Monday, which is crazy. Like, literally, the craziest thing ever. And so, yeah, like, we literally found out within, like, 3 days of each other. Like, that much. So, yeah, so we found out within a 3-day window of each other that we got hired on the spot, which is crazy to think about. Like, I can't believe it though, honestly. But I can't believe that's him though, you guys. But also, what's crazier to think about is now I am now crazy in my own head, excited to say that I'm officially dating a Walmart employee. Just kind of hot. I don't know. It's kind of hot in my own opinion because because all the Walmart boys are wearing their vest and they just look smoking. Especially some of the guys. I'm like, oh my god. Now knowing that my man's now one of them, crazy. It's so wild. But then also now knowing that his girlfriend found out that she also got a job too, but it was like it was like 3 days before. But I don't start for like hopefully couple weeks because because there's only one step I have to complete, which is just paperwork, and that's taking a little bit just to get here, but I'm not rushing time. I'm enjoying these last moments before I get the experience behind the scene and getting what it's like and all that. And so, someone named this, I kicked them out. Okay, thank you. See, y'all, this is why I've got mods in my chat because I don't want them dealing, I don't want myself dealing with them, but I'd rather it be them dealing with the situation than me. All right. So thank you, sis, for getting them out. I appreciate it. Keezy, that's a interesting name, but welcome. I know, right? Like, literally, it's crazy. And so, we're both officially a working couple now, which is crazy to think about. And again, for those of you who are just no, my boyfriend does. I'll tell you, if I did, I'd probably go crazy on the hours myself from when he's having to work. No, but I'll show you the pic since you just came in. Um, How do we show you it? This is my boyfriend AJ with his badge. He was off today, so and he it's so cool. His aunt posted this picture of him. And fun fact, I actually have this photo now as my lock screen. Because it just motivated me. Like, it just kind of gave me a little motivation right there. And even it's a little good photo to look back on. Because let's say if whenever I do start working pretty soon, I'm having a bad day or a hard day or something, or if I think I can't do something, or I think I'm not enough or something, I can look at that photo right there and know that I have an amazing boyfriend who loves me, and I have an amazing partner who motivated me through this. But also knowing we both did this at the same time because I knew that I knew God literally did. Like, I literally knew God in that moment was like, I'm gonna put you guys to find out at the exact time of it. Cause y'all, that is God, but that's also a couple thing right there. So give me a second, y'all. Um, but yeah, but yeah, he literally did it, y'all. Like, literally, he did it to where we both found out within 3 days apart of each other. So I found out on May 1st, aka last Friday, and he found out this past Monday. It's crazy. Like, and then to kind of give you a little bit about us two, I'm 20, he's 19, and it's so crazy to believe it, y'all. And only a month away until he's 20, and then in about 5 months, I'll be 21. It's crazy to believe that, y'all. Like, I can't think that off the bat that I'll be 21 coming up. I can't believe that, though. Like, y'all, how? Yo, how the heck? It feels like it literally feels like I just turned 20 when I did. It's crazy to believe that. Like, I'm like, and y'all, the thing is, we're both turning big numbers this year. Cause years 20 and 21 are like the big deal years. Cause when you're 20, you're kicking off actual adulthood without it being by law. 21 is like you're fully illegal. Like it's like a legal big deal and all that. Like you're like you made it a full year. And ugh, in my head, and even with me in my head, I'm like, okay, who should be the more terrifying one, me or him? Because we're both in big numbers this year. It's like, oh God, out of us two, who should be the more nervous one, me or him? And Y'all can get what I'm saying, because it's like, ugh, it's crazy to believe it, you know? Um, Let me come up here and see if I miss anyone's chat. Hey there, Lemon, I see that you're, I think, new. Yeah, you better post tomorrow. Since he's working now. Yeah, all that, just crazy. Oh my gosh. You seem like a sweet person. Oh, thank you. I very appreciate your comment, Lemon. I very appreciate it. Casey, I see your comment. Yes, you did. You did it. Oh yeah, what the heck? Oh, you're so funny whenever you bring it up. I hope you're having a good night, by the way. Yeah, I'm having a good night so far. How about you, Lemon Line? That's a pretty cool name, too. Winston, I can see you're new, so welcome. Beanie, I see you're new, too. Welcome. Um, User, welcome. I'm not gonna even say your comment, but welcome anyway. Don't, thank you. Don't be nervous, you've got a charming personality. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Um, I very appreciate it. I see your name without the picture. Hey there, I can see you're new as well. Have you ever had any? No, not one bit. I'm gonna pass that question though. Yeah, you're so funny. Oh, thanks. Have you? Okay, that part I'm skipping. You have such a loving, warm, attractive personality. You really have brightened up. Oh, okay. Thank you. Um, Winston, I've gotta go, but hope to see you again. Okay, Winston, I'm glad that you came in here. Just so you know, the next day I'll probably next be on here is probably sometime Saturday. Um, anyway, cousin is what's up. Hmm. So I see. What do I say? Yeah, for those of you that are trying to add, I am taken. Alright. Nice meeting you too, Winston. I'm glad that you came in here. And I'm glad I have had an amazing good audience in here, which is the best part on here. Oh, and looky there, I can actually put my bangs back in place. But I eventually need to trim my bangs and thin these things out, because oh, they're getting long, but they're also getting super thick to where it's making it look crazy up front pretty soon. Because usually what I do with my bangs is when I get to that point is I cut them and thin them out just a little bit, just just to where they don't feel so heavy up front, you know, and they don't look too huge. Not saying that they are, you know, I still want them, just want it to look a little more nice looking, because like look, it's like almost going past the brow. Ugh, I feel they've gotta figure out it for my bangs and all that to get trimmed because it's crazy. So mine, these hairs go on left to right. For those of you in here, let's see, What kind of live is this? Are you dreaming? We're just hanging out on here. You can ask questions down below. Just all I say with questions is ask age appropriate questions that aren't stupid. Is all I do say on here. But it's also a hangout live, so we just hang out, ask questions, and just have a little fun on here. Thanks, Leah. Yeah, I only have my banks to the side because I was letting them dry a little bit. Um, oh yeah, no, these I was about to say I'm like, oh, liminal. Start getting my detangle to put my ends, but I was feeling the ends and they're like still soaking damp, so there's still gonna be a little bit until that gets used. Cause I wait for it to get to that like 80-ish% mark for it to happen. But yeah, bangs are crazy at the moment, but I'm just putting something aside just so it can work. Um, yeah, trust me. I mean, y'all, some of you should almost be seeing how long my hair is currently at the moment. Like, my hair right now is at least back here. Like, I mean, like my ponytail mirror, you can see a little bit of it. Like, it's at least to, like, here right now. So it's right about that point. Yeah. So, in front perspective, that's like here almost. That's crazy. But yeah, let me just say this. I have been in the process for a while of learning the sing route a good bit, but and let me say I'm pretty shocked that I've done pretty good letting it grow a good little bit. But y'all, if this thing gets to a point where I'm gonna go start saying it to myself, like, okay, screw it, then yeah. Yeah, I'm saying this in the whole chat, not just one person. Everyone's asking me stuff here. Okay, first of all, Lucas, I'm not saying it to you. I just say it for the whole chat for everyone's safety reasons. Because I have had people come in here and just ask questions that they're not meant to ask, or questions that make me uncomfortable, but questions that even aren't the best to even ask anybody. I just am. I'm just someone who looks out for everyone's safety on here, and my safety, of course. Because, I don't want anyone getting hurt by a question that's getting asked to me, and let's say someone's experienced something, maybe along the question of it, you know? And so, anyway, um, yeah. But yeah, okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. See you around, Lucas. I'm glad that you came in here. And yeah, this goes for anyone in my life. I will usually address this to the entire chat, not just one or two people, because that would make sense. You know, because think how that would go. Just think how that would go if it was going flipping and all that. And so, yeah. But, um, yeah. Ew. So, sorry, same man before. Yeah, I'm just feeling it's. Yep, and again, it's gonna take a little bit. Like, I might brush some of my ponytail. So hang on. Give me a second, y'all. Please, hear from me again. But also, my hair is getting long to where, like, yeah, Um, like, let me say this, it is getting long to the point where, um, like, my hair's almost, y'all, getting long to the point where sometimes even wearing it in a ponytail sometimes, like this, sometimes makes me crazy. But y'all, I am literally telling myself, I'm like, whatever I think or do, I'm not gonna chop this thing off yet. I'm not gonna chop it like I've been telling my friends before. Because y'all, I would be that person where, let's say, if I were growing my hair out for a good period of time, and then I'd be like, okay, screw this. I can't do it because it's too much management and all that. Chopped off to shoulder length. Because for some of you that don't know this, I did in high school a little bit. Had my hair at shoulder length at a few points. Um, like I think as a freshman, I know as a freshman, Um, yeah, I was about a freshman and then I think a junior in high school when my hair was about that length. And then when I was a sophomore, it was kind of like this length, but a little shorter because it was still growing. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Senior year is the year where I'm gonna let it. I mean, it was kind of short the first half of my senior year. Like, I do have a senior photo up here, right there, where it's at that length. But that was because at the time it was still growing still. So it was still there. But y'all, and let me say this, if I'm not doing this to my hair, but usually with my hair though, if I did, and if I were to cut it ever, usually, I will usually cut it only that length, so this way I can still pin my hair up still. Like, I would cut it a length where I can tie it back, like I would normally do it, because I can't stand my hair down all the time. I just cannot. I mean, occasionally, okay, I'll let it go down a couple times, but I can't, at least every day or so, I cannot stand it being down because it just drives me crazy. Like, it absolutely drives me insane because it gets in my face, but also, ugh, gets everywhere. And so, it will usually be tied back in a ponytail, or it just depends on the day. It would have to, or really pretty much anything. Ponytails to braids, buns, you name it. Because I cannot. Or if I did pin it down, sometimes what I would do is I would do it a little bit of a half up, like a good chunk in the front, and just put that back just so that way it feels like I'm wearing it up, and it won't be not nearly as bad. Like, yo, when I graduated high school, that's what I did. Even when I went to see my boyfriend graduate, my hair was down for it, and I almost wore exactly everything I wore to graduation myself. Just funny to think about this because I was wearing, I can show you guys this too for those of you that are new, um, to it as well. So hang on, let me pull it up. It's gonna take me a minute to find it so I can show you guys. So hang on, I'll first show you guys. Let's see, I'll show you guys me first when I graduated. Go down first because I was a grad first. Um, so for example, you really can't see because my cap is on, but my hair's down, but only thing I did was the front was tie it back a little bit, just so that way it would be out of my face when I graduated, and I would still look like I'm put together and all that. And yeah, that was me as a grad 2024. And then I did the same thing for my boyfriends as well. Um, Let me try to get the photo of it real quick. But yeah, I did the same thing in this photo too, where I also wore it pinned back, just like it. Can't see because I'm facing the front, but the first part of it was up to a point where it wouldn't be in my face as much. And fun fact, the dress I'm wearing in this photo, and even I think the necklace too, I literally wore that. And then the shoes I think I remembered I wore with it that day, which were my silver. I try to remember. I can't remember. I think they were my black heels. I think I was wearing that day. I think I was wearing those or a different pair. But one of the pairs of heels I was wearing, I literally wore those to graduate. So a lot of the things I wore was what I graduated wearing. And fun fact, y'all, I would have graduated with these two people right here, but sadly I transferred schools the second semester. So I had to end up I ended up graduating a week and a half before they did. So it came my boyfriend here and my best friend on this side, which is my high school bestie. And so it's pretty crazy to look back at all these and just believe that. Yo, I can't believe though this is about to be 2 years ago. Um, wait, no, three. Excuse me. Like, yeah, I can't believe that yeah, this is literally about to be 2 years ago, which is crazy. Wait, hang on. Yeah, two. Why do I feel like I keep missing it? It's fine. Yeah, it's 2 years ago. It's because it's been a while, and that's what it is when you're a grad. But yeah, I can't believe this is about to be 2 years ago that I graduated. It's just crazy. And the date on this photo, y'all, was May 28th of 2024. And like I said, we all three graduated the same year, but within a week and a half of each other. I graduated the 17th and they graduated the 28th. Which is crazy to believe that. And let me just say this. I was so blessed and thankful that I was able to make it out there and see them graduate because y'all, this meant a lot to me because on that day I would have graduated with them. But like I said, I unfortunately transferred halfway in the year so I couldn't physically graduate with them, but me just seeing them, it made me feel like I was with them on stage just cheering loudly, especially towards my baby and my best friend cheering them out loud like I'm the crazy one in this section, which y'all, out of my boyfriend's section, I was the craziest one, which I figured I would be, because I love him like that much. And then even with my best friend, I was the last one as well, which she had no idea I was there, because I was also kind of surprising her at that time. But then she found out when AJ went and brought her back. I'm like, because I'm like, hopefully he brings her back close. Like, the plan, because kind of the idea I had in my head was have AJ bring her back toward us so she can see that I came and saw her graduate, but also everyone else too. It was amazing that day though, just to see him graduate made me a pro girlfriend in that moment. But yeah, it's crazy. And so let me see. I know I did see some other people say some stuff. Right here. Um, hang on. Anyway. Anyway. Um, but yeah, it's pretty crazy to believe. But yeah. I'll be right back, you guys. So give me just a minute. Okay, hey guys, sorry about that. I was using the bathroom, but I'm back. Um, and Spidey, I'm actually a full grown adult, actually. AKA I'm 20. I might look like I'm not 20 from some people's perspective, but that does not care. Um, and all that. But, y'all, you don't have to ever be in that position. Anyway, um, yo, let's go 13 likes in the chat. That is just crazy. And so, um, yeah, um, yeah, but, anyway, we're just hanging out at the moment, but, um, yeah, so, um, but, yeah, we're just hanging out, and so, let's see, but yeah, for those of you who are just coming in, hopefully you guys are doing well, um, and all that, in which I'm doing pretty good. All I've been up to is just relaxing and all the things, but yeah, so, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy, and so, um, yeah, anyway, but that's just what's been going on there, though, but, anyway, um, yeah, so, um, yeah, anyway, that's just what's been going on there, though, but, yeah, so, um, yeah. Yeah, let's go 13 likes. What? Anyway, for those of you who are just coming in, I hope everyone's day is going well on um basically this Thursday so far. But yeah. Um that's pretty crazy. So um yeah. Anyway, that's just what we're doing at the moment. But yeah. So it's pretty dang wild. That's just what I will say. Off white. But yeah. But yeah. So anyway, we're just hanging out right now. But anyway, that's just what we're doing right now, though. But anyway, um, yeah. So, um, yeah. So we're just hanging out at the very moment, though. But yeah. So, um, Pretty crazy. It's the hair is so crazy. But um, yeah. So yeah, we're just relaxing right now. But um, yeah. So that's just what's going on there, though. But um, yeah. So um, pretty crazy. And so um, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, though, I'll probably go ahead and get off live because I've been here for at least a good hour and a half. But I will be back um on Saturday next. So I will see everyone out about that. So